Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rewards and Recognition. And why we are doing rewards and recognition is to drive retention rate, which is why we are. I have indicated retention rate down there. And first of all, before we continue, just to give you a round of applause for getting to this point in the national education cycle. If you are at this point and you have gone through the previous material and you have done the quizzes, then kudos, you are a few steps away from being like a fully fledged ISEC member. And for that, we are so proud of you. So let's get started on today's agenda. So we will be going through rewards and recognition. Why rewards and recognition? Rewards and recognition, from the word I think you can get, it basically a system to be able to reward members for their accomplishments. But why are we doing this? Why are we rewarding members for accomplishments? And then we're going to find out what rewards and recognition is, how to implement it, a few ideas, what is retention rate, because like I said in the first slide, we are doing rewards and recognition to improve on the retention rate. But what is retention rate? How do we measure it? And how do we increase the retention rate? So next is why rewards and recognition. So remember, first of all, that ISEC, we do not pay. ISEC is we don't get paid for the work that we do. So we need to find other ways of being able to motivate members. So rewards and recognition aims to appreciate your members and teammates for their work. We all love to be appreciated. Human beings love to be appreciated. Do you love it when someone says, thank you for doing that. That was such a great job. We all love to be appreciated. So rewards and recognition is one way to do that, because it's a way for us to say thank you. It increases productivity and performance because people are motivated, because they feel appreciated. Remember, there's a quote that says, people remember how you make them feel. And then it's at the end of the day, it is to improve our retention rate. Remember, as a talent management portfolio, our key goal, our measure of success at the end of the day isn't the number of members we recruited in the organization, it's the number of members we're able to retain in the organization. So what is rewards and recognition? It's a way of incentivizing our best talent by tracking, emphasis on tracking. Again, remember, as an organization, we work on data. Every organization works on data. We make our decisions based on data. So we need to track this data, helping them achieve their goals, recognizing our members for the performance delivered, behaviors shown, and development they had. So that is to say that we don't just reward based on a member who had the most number of approvals, who brought in the most number of approvals last month. We can reward on a member who shows a lot of initiative. Like when you're having a local event, when you're having a class drive, they are always present. There's a member who is always there. They are there on time. Appreciate them, shout them out, make them a poster. If your LC has the finances, make them a wristband, make them a t-shirt, appreciate them, show them that you see their hard work, okay? That is basically what rewards and recognition is. And as talent management, we are in charge of it at the local level. So rewards and recognition is based on KPIs and their fulfillment. It's very important. It's supporting the measure of success. Let's just do an example. For example, with talent management, our measure of success is the number of the percentage retention rate. Or during recruitment, let's just be more specific, it's something is the number of realizations. But our key performance indicators will be the number of applicants, the number of accepted, the number of approvals, right? So if we are to reward, we reward based on key performance indicators. Because if we wait to reward based on the measure of success, it means we are working with members who are not being motivated and appreciated for one whole year. And let's be honest, at the end of the day, we are only human, and they may get tired of showing up and not getting appreciated for their efforts. So remember, R&R is based on KPI fulfillment. If you're an LTVP, remember you defined the job description for your member, their measure of success, but also some key performance indicators. So make sure you remember to reward your members based on these. So how do we implement rewards and recognition? It can be in simple ways. These are different ways that we have given you as ideas. Just say thank you during a team meeting, acknowledge small achievements. For example, like I said, with the class drive, shout out that member that was present for all days on the WhatsApp group. Have a member of the week or member of the month as an LC, or even as a VP for your own team. Give small rewards. It doesn't have to be something big, like a sweet. Human beings are such simple creatures at the end of the day. Appreciate them during LCMs with sugar cubes, like bring them a sticky note, appreciating them. It doesn't, the thing is with rewards and recognition, we tend to think it's about going all out, but it really is not. Let members also appreciate each other during LCMs, during departmental meetings, have an appreciation space, a feedback space, sugar cube wall in the office, or even in like one LCM, like maybe at the end of the month, at the end of the month, there's an LCM where it's appreciation day, where there's just sugar cubes and guys come down, just have a good time and appreciate one another and write sugar cubes. It doesn't have to be too much. So how to implement it again? Ask fellow ISECers from the world, from Uganda, to make a video and promote the challenge. Think of ways, innovative ways of how you can do rewards and recognition. The most beautiful thing about being in ISEC is that no idea is a bad idea. Like, just as long as it's compliant, as long as it follows the guidelines that we have, innovate as much as you can. So we've talked about retention rate a lot, but what exactly is retention rate? So definition of retention rate is the ratio of members that you can keep. Remember, I said at the end of the day, as talent management, our measure of success isn't the number of members we recruited, but the number of members that we kept and developed in the organization. So we measure it by calculating the percentage of people that are being retained in the organization, and you can measure it in two ways. You can measure it as retention by recruitment cycle. For example, we recruited in May and it's September. What is the average retention rate? If you recruited 30 members, do we still have the 30? And then you can do it in terms of retention rate by month. We had 30 members in August. How many members did we have in September, in October, in November? And actually, that is how we measure it. That is the ideal way of measuring, at least for ISEC in Uganda. We measure retention by month. Because then we're able to keep track of the numbers on a monthly basis, because that is very important for us to measure our retention rate in August, in June, in July, all of that. So next, these are just ways of improving the retention rate through rewards and recognition. I really love it through things we've already talked about. Implement PDPs, which we talked about in the previous videos. If you have not gone through that, kindly pause this video, go back and go through that fast. Enable and empower members to take on more responsibility. This is through capacity building and also just motivating them. Tell them if there's an EST application that is out, push it in your LC, encourage your members to apply, shout out to the members who actually apply in the spirit of rewards and recognition, create awareness about opportunities inside of ISEC. That is our role as talent management. If you see ISEC in Kenya has launched their EST applications, or another organization is like another ISEC entity is launching their application, send it to your members. At the end of the day, our role is to develop these members. So we have to make sure we give them the avenues for development. We provide them for them. So during recruitment, keep in mind how long your members might stay. When you're recruiting, make sure you are in your final year. How many semesters do you have left? Maybe it's 2 semesters, it's 1 semester. Make sure you know that, so that going forward, because sometimes we have quality members that are recruited in their final semester, but they go on to do so much more than someone else who was recruited in their first year, right? So let's just keep note of that. So our call to action is very simple. Just click on this link. You will find the slides to this recording on the YouTube, on the description box. I don't know. So make sure you go through this video. It's a very good video that talks about the power of appreciation. So thank you so much. It has been me, your faithful MCVPTM and OD. So I will just stop sharing my screen and I will see you for the next video, which is the local committee meeting.